Welcome back. Let's talk about balancing your increased spiritual awareness. Let's face it, learning to create a balanced life can be a juggling act at times when you become spiritually aware. Your whole world can feel like it's been turned upside down. It can be challenging to look at all the things you thought you knew and awaken to a new way of experiencing life. It's definitely a process that does not happen overnight, yet with some simple suggestions, it can make your journey a little bit less bumpy. So the following ideas can support you as you learn to navigate your way to remembering your real identity. Number 1, be a brave and bold explorer. Waking up requires you to step out of your comfort zone. As your spiritual awareness increases, there will be those that may attempt to hold you back by challenging your new adventurous spirit. Perhaps you've been raised with a particular religion, and you are now stretching the boundaries of those beliefs that you've been taught since you were a child. Now, keep in mind that your new spiritual awareness may make others slightly uncomfortable. However, extending understanding, empathy, and compassion can go a long way in reassuring your loved ones who may resist these current changes. Deep down, those individuals fear abandonment, or some may even feel a sense of betrayal. You may see this temporary resistance, especially within family and close friends. You can reassure and validate concerned individuals by saying things like, "I appreciate your loving concern," or "Thank you for sharing your thoughts and for caring," or "I appreciate all you've taught me. It supported me so much throughout my life." There are many ways that you can offer reassurance and validation to help diffuse the energy of resistance. Remember, when you are on a spiritual path of awakening, there's really nothing to defend. You learn to respect all views and continue to move forward into exploring the new you. Number 2, be gentle with yourself. Leaving old belief systems can feel like you're losing portions of yourself. You're gradually dismantling emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical structures that have been adopted within your belief systems. In a sense, this experience can feel like a symbolic death as you release the old you to bring in the new you. There are times as you expand your spiritual awareness that you may look back on choices you've made that may bring up some feelings of regret, shame, or self-blame. Your ego may pipe up and say, "How could you? You should have known better." We urge you to be gentle with yourself. We'd invite you to look at this newfound spiritual awareness from a different angle. When a baby is learning to walk, and I've used this analogy many times, you know that it will fall. There's absolutely no question of that. The baby will get its bumps and bruises. It will cry when it falls and clap as it masters its first few steps. There's a natural progression of falling and getting back up. And before you know it, the baby is walking with complete wobbly confidence. It's all a part of the journey of mastering something new. Look at your life. Has it not been like a series of baby steps as you have learned to walk and navigate your way through the obstacles of your mind? Have you not experienced bumps and bruises on various levels from childhood right up until now? And have you not gotten back up after falling? Have you not fallen in love, vowing to never love again, but yet somehow you found yourself falling in love all over again? The truth is, in the various steps and stages of your life, you've learned to process the art of walking and falling all over again. And it happens over and over and over again. The question is, why would you blame yourself for such a thing? Did it not take courage to get back up each and every time? And as you see your life as a series of steps that have led you to where you are right now, think about how amazing that is. How is it that you were led to this very moment. Did you think for one moment that you were alone on that journey of steps? Be gentle with yourself. Treat yourself as you would a baby learning to walk. And before you know it, you'll be moving forward with spiritual confidence. Number 3, get rid of the weeds. If you hope to ascend to new spiritual awareness, you've got to weed the things out of your life that are choking your spiritual growth. Let's take it to another level with an analogy. Let's say you're wanting to create a new garden filled with beautiful flowers or thriving vegetation. As you look at your garden space, you find that it's filled with old, overgrown weeds from the previous years. Now, it's quite logical that you would want to remove the weeds and cultivate the rich soil before planting the new garden, right? So, how does this thought have anything to do with spiritual awareness? Well, when you're cultivating your new spiritual awareness, it's kind of like planting a garden within the fertile energy of your new heart. Your old heart, once connected to the world, may be overgrown with weeds of jealousy, envy, bitterness, anger, and so on. You get the idea. Obviously, you wouldn't think of planting new seeds of growth like love, compassion, understanding, and empathy without first getting rid of the gnarly weeds that try to take over your heart. You understand that ignoring the old weeds in the garden of your heart and leaving them there would inevitably choke the life out of the new seeds that are evolving toward thriving and blooming within your new life. Here's an exercise to support you in preparing your heart for its newly cultivated growth. Draw a heart on a piece of paper, and then go ahead and draw some weeds on the heart and label each weed with an emotional weed that you have felt has taken up residency within your heart's garden. Now just write down what comes to you and don't judge it. So it could be 2 emotions or 5 emotions. So once completed, look at each emotion and determine which emotional weed you're ready to pull up and out of your heart right now. It could be regret, shame, blame, anger, or any other emotion that feels stuck. Next, think of some memories associated with that emotional weed that has somehow hindered you from the new growth in your life. Just go ahead and take the position of the gardener of your life and observe how you reacted toward the emotional weeds that often revolved around your experiences with people and situations. In this observation, you understand that they no longer have a place in your heart because you know that you can't expect to plant new seeds with the old weeds still present. Now, once you have observed the emotional weed you are now ready to pull up and out of your heart, simply rip it away from the page and toss it into the garbage where it belongs. This simple and effective exercise can be done over a period of time or just in one sitting. You choose. A lot of the outcome depends on how quickly you're ready to plant your new garden of joy, love, peace, understanding, and empathy. And let's not forget compassion. The truth is, you are the gardener of your heart, and you've got some good weeding to do. The more you weed, the more you will succeed. I'll see you in the next video, just like the last time. Thank you.